Andrew McCART, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here at MTK Scotland, delighted to be joined by British Bantamweight champion Lee McGregor. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, mate, I'm good. How's you?
I'm good, just living life, as they say.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about then. You've got your big fight on May 2nd on the Josh Taylor Kong Song undercard.
Yeah.
First of all, how happy are you to have a fight day?
Oh no, obviously I'm really excited to get back in the ring. It's been a while, to be fair. Fought in November, so we kind of knew this was in the pipeline. May the 2nd, sometime in May, a date getting finalised with Josh, and obviously there's nothing better than fighting on the same bills, these big massive shows in Scotland. So it was just about being patient and hanging off until it got announced, and I always knew I was going to be on it. So now I'm excited to get back in the ring.
This isn't an international fight, this is a defence of your British title, right?
Yeah, correct.
Have you got an opponent or anything?
No,
like that?
still not. Just obviously I was speaking to my management and that today. Spoke to Danny, he's saying that it will definitely be defence of the British and Commonwealth, so just literally trying our best to get an opponent finalised. A couple of names we mentioned. You know me, I'm open to fight anyone, so whoever we go with, it'll be what it'll be, but I'm ready to fight anyone. So it is a voluntary defence, so we can really sort of fight anybody who fancies it. So if there's any bantamweights out there that fancy it, then
sell yourself. Sell yourself. Come on.
But as I say, these lower weights, it is quite hard to get opponents. So I'll be ready. I'm training as if I'm fighting for a world title. So it doesn't matter. I'll be ready, and whoever it is, I'll be making sure I'm victorious and moving on to a big 2020.
You've won the British title, you're going to defend it on May 2nd. Do you want to defend it another 2 times to win it outright, or do you think that going forward it's best for you to start climbing them rankings, maybe hit the European, then fringe world level by this time next year?
It's a hard one because I have progressed fast, and I'm in a position now where I'm obviously British and Commonwealth title, potentially obviously fighting for European titles and stuff. I've been mentioned that these fights have been mentioned, and obviously I've only had 8 fights and I am young, so it's like, where do we go? But I think I've proved myself at British level. Obviously there's 2 fighters in Britain that can test and have tested each other, and I believe are just a step above the rest, and I think it's myself and FAROOQ. So I believe us two are the 2 best in Britain and above British level, but we're still young, and it's a hard one to call for both our management teams and promoters and whatever, because as I say, we're both young, so it's kind of what do they do with us? The rematch can be potentially make sense, definitely down the line. I believe something should be bigger at stake this time, potentially European title. So if I can go on and maybe win the European title this year, and then I'm more than happy to make the first defence against Cash early on this time next year. But again, we just need to see what happens. But there's a lot of options there for me, and it's exciting. But one step at a time, focused on May the 2nd, get through that, and then we can decide what's next.
See, it's just for you and FAROOQ there. Obviously, you didn't have to fight each other.
No.
That's so early on in your career. People want the rematch. Obviously, we've spoke already on camera down at Lock-In Gym about that fight, so I don't want to go back and dwell on what happened in the result and whatnot. But you and Cash, do you feel like now that you two have done that, it was a great fight for us fans, that going forward it has to be for something bigger, more money? You mentioned the European title, but maybe even bigger than that.
Yeah,
because
it could be.
Again, selfishly for me and you and Cash, being that we're Scottish, I mean. Yeah,
well, I think we both proved. It's getting talked about one of the fights of the year and that. So, and we both proved ourselves in the fight. So it's definitely a fight that's.
Make yourself some money. Let's get
you're right. To be fair, it's no. Let's be serious here, Ken. It's no. We're going in that ring, and potentially it could be our last fight. These things happen in boxing, you see it all the time. So you need to be making the right money. Obviously we've got families and that now. I've got a family now as well. So and I'm always one fight away from never earning a penny again through boxing. That's a brutal sport we're in. So of course you want to earn as much money as you can, and fighting someone like FAROOQ in a rematch, the praise in that the first fight got, then of course I'll be wanting a lot more money and bigger stakes, definitely. European, possibly world title eliminators. That's the kind of things I want if we're going to have a rematch, which I believe that there'll be no problem in doing so. So we'll just, as I say, we'll take it step by step and see what happens.
How anxious are you, being that you're good friends with Josh Taylor and you've seen how fast he was propelled into the world scene? How anxious are you with your talent? I know Josh is a little bit older than you when he turned pro, but how anxious are you to fight to get into that world level? Yeah. Because the better opponent, the better Lee McGregor will see. So how anxious are you to get that big name?
No, I am. I'm really eager. But I'm also quite switched on. I like to believe I am, and I'm quite clever, and I'm a realist, and I know it is a big step. Do you know what I mean? So, but at the same time, I'm a fighter, and I love to fight, and as people know, I'm not afraid of challenges. So. I want to get in. I want to get in with these big names. I just seen, obviously, I've sparred with world champion at my weight, Nordine Bali, great fighter. He's in a big fight against Donaire. I've seen that's just been announced as well. These names are just, obviously, I remember watching, but especially Donaire back in the day. I hadn't even laced a glove up, and that it's mad. But and I'm going and sparring these guys and doing really, really well. Obviously, getting asked to go back for second weeks and third weeks and going, I wouldn't be getting asked back to do these spars and keep on sparring these guys if I was no use. So that's encouraging, and I know I'm not far away for these guys. I've been sharing the ring with them, so I know for a fact I'm not. It's just experience that I need. That's all I need. I also seen an upset the weekend in Dubai. Obviously, you were there as well.
With TJ Duheny,
yeah, obviously that boy that beat him was over in Marbella sparring with Nordine as well. Me and the Romanian kid were the two sparring partners, so I done work with him as well. And again, I feel like I'm especially right in the mix with these guys, and he's just went and beat the former world champion, who was probably going to go on and win another world title at the weight above me. So encouraging, it's encouraging, but keep my feet on the ground, keep working, keep grinding as if I'm still a prospect, still trying to climb my way up the ladder, which I am, and I'm sure I'll get there eventually in the right time.
You mentioned Nordine and Donaire, but there's also INOUE versus CASIMERO.
I mean, how can I forget that? Yeah.
Quickly, because it's in your weight division, I just want to get your thoughts. Just give me a quick thought on Nordine INOUE, and then if you want to, INOUE and CASIMERO. Obviously,
I've sparred with Nordine, so I know he's a great fighter. Obviously, Donaire's a brilliant fighter as well. It's so hard to pick a winner. I feel like Nordine's fresher, but he's older as well. He's 33-year-old as well, so it's a hard one to call. But going on what I've seen, I just think maybe Nordine will just probably edge it. And then obviously the CASIMERO INOUE fight, I feel like that CASIMERO's an animal as well. Probably looks strong then.
He's a beast. A monster, as they say.
Stopped Teddy, didn't he? You obviously have to favour INOUE, but I would not be surprised one bit if CASIMERO pulls off the upset. I don't even know if that would be an upset, would it?
Probably not, to be honest.
So two great fights to watch as a fan, and obviously I've got the benefit of watching it and seeing these as potential opponents, and it's at the same weight as me, so fights I'll definitely be tuning in to watch, and hopefully one day I'm in that position.
Definitely. Quickly, final one. You're fighting on May 2nd. Josh Taylor makes his homecoming against Kong Song after unifying the titles. Quickly, give me a word on Josh and your thoughts on him going forward into the undisputed fight with Ramirez.
Obviously, this guy's slightly unknown.
Potential banana skin, as they say.
There could be. Obviously, Josh knows that himself as well, and I know he doesn't cut any corners and he doesn't rely on anything like that. So he'll prepare like he always has done, and like he's fighting for an undisputed title, so no concerns there. I feel like Josh is no one at £140 can bother him. I think he'll get his challenges and problems up at 147, but I still think he competes and beats guys up at that weight as well. So, but I think he gets through this with ease, to be honest. I don't think he'll be in any problems. Just needs to be switched on, because the guys looks quite heavy-handed. I had a little look at him on YouTube actually the other day, and I just seen this mad right uppercut and knocked the guy clean out. So if you land a shot like that and knock someone out, then you're dangerous. As simple as that. So he'll have Josh's respect, but I don't see any problems. And then obviously going on to the undisputed fight with Ramirez, I think he's too good for him as well. I feel like he's beat the best out of the always rivals at that weight, and obviously the top boys at that weight. I feel like Prograis is the biggest challenge out of them all, and he's dealt with him well, really well. One of the fights of the year as well. So as I said, I think his problems and challenges are up at 147, with the likes of the pound for pound best fighters in the world are the ones that are going to give Josh Taylor problems, and I still think he comes through them as well. So, but obviously we just need to see what happens, get through this fight. Hopefully he gets that massive fight. Would love to be involved in that, and then we can, of course, hopefully I want to be sharing these balls with him and following his footsteps, and obviously hopefully one day that will be me as well.
Definitely. Well, Lee, as always, thanks for Respectful TV. Cheers, I know you've had a hard training session. Both of us have got a long drive back to Edinburgh, so let's hit the road, as you say.
Thanks,
Lee, thanks man.
Cheers.